this recipe I got off of a vegan guy, and I'm hoping it is really good. It's supposed to be pretty freaking easy with your food blender. You want to get a cup of nuts. I was blessed to have pecans fresh from one of my girlfriends that I beat down. So when you beat a bunch of nuts, yeah, you know. Alright, so you need your blender, like so. You are going to put 1 cup of nuts in there. Any nuts of your choice. I'm just using pecans. And then what you want to do is put half a teaspoon of vanilla. I'm using almond because I don't do vanilla. So again, half a teaspoon. And then you want to do 2 medjool dates, which are down here. Now the medjool dates, I actually cut up because I feel like they don't always process super well in the blender, so I cut them up a little bit so they're easier to process. And then these are going to blend. Now this is going to be your crust, and then just a pinch of salt. So your whole crust is pretty easy. That's a cup of nuts again, 2 medjool dates that you cut up, a pinch of salt, and then a half a teaspoon of almond or vanilla, whichever one you want to do. We're going to process that. Here's what it looks like. Process is the crust. Now it says to put into 6 individual muffin tins. I'm not going to do that. I'm actually doing it a different way where I'm going to put this whole thing on parchment here. It's looking pretty good. Make sure you get all of it out. There we go. Okay. Almost. Alright, there we go. Alright, what you're going to do is just, again, evenly, it's going to be like 6 pieces, essentially. So, same thing, 6 muffin tins. In this case, I'm just using 1 circular. If you want to make it more pie. So, that's about to cover that. Just pat it down like so. And you just made yourself an easy vegan crust. Literally, how freaking easy was that? Okay, so that's the first part done. The filling probably is the hardest part. It's not hard. You just got to prepare ahead of time. You see that I've soaked cashews 1.5 cups for 2 hours. Okay? Once you've done that for at least 2 hours, you are going to get your strainer and you are going to strain that bad boy out. And then you can, for the topping, you can use organic blueberries, fresh, or you can use frozen. It really doesn't matter. It's not that huge of a deal. Okay, so you're going to dump these into there. So give me 1 second. Make sure you put your blender back on because it's not going to go in. Okay, so you're going to put these in. This is the filling. Okay, all the cashews. That's at 1.5 cups of cashews. Okay, there you go. All right, there's that. Then the next thing you're going to need is 1 tablespoon of lemon. And again, organic lemon is the best. Pretend you see me not doing this. You're going to use 1 tablespoon of lemon. Alright, that's a little bit more than a tablespoon. And then you're going to do, again, a pinch of salt. And I'm going to do a tiny bit more sea salt because why not? And then 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla, so I'm going to do more this time. Almond in this case. And then what I want to add is a 1/2 cup of your non-dairy milk. So that can be anything from almond milk, coconut milk, really doesn't matter. I prefer almond milk because I usually can't taste it. So again, a 1/2 cup. Or if those are sticking, just go to your cup and do 1/2, obviously. That's about a 1/2, okay? We're going to blend all that together in 1 short second. While you check your recipe twice, I was like, something don't taste right about this. Okay, I blended everything together, but I forgot the 8 medjool dates. So you're going to get 8. I'm going to do 1 more. This is for sweetness. And again, I'm going to cut them up like this first before throwing them in there. So let's recap on the filling. That's 1.5 cups of cashew that you're going to soak for at least 2 hours. Okay? Then you're going to strain it. Then you're going to have your 8 medjool dates that I'm cutting up right now to put in the blender. And then your 1 tablespoon of lemon. And your 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla, a pinch of salt, and a half a cup of non-dairy milk. Okay, so that looks about right. And I'm going to show you kind of what it looks like creamed up already. You can see that looks like a filling. We're going to add these back in. And what I'm going to do is actually kind of move them down past the blade. So, just kind of mush that in there, and then this should definitely get the sweetness you're looking for. Oh, you cannot forget the medjool dates. They are key, okay? I tasted this. This is with 8. I'm going to add 2 more for sweetness. So again, taste it out. If you want it a little bit sweeter, because it is natural sweeteners, add a little bit of the more medjool dates. So here you go. It should look creamy like that. So I added really 11 medjool dates in total. It's definitely sweet enough now. I cannot believe I'm saying this. It tastes like a cheesecake almost. So really decadent but healthy for you. This is a ton of protein in here. Not only do you have pecans, but you have cashews. You got coconut milk. You got the medjool dates for sweetness, which is very minimal. It's 1 pretty date per serving, or 2 maximum, not even. So the amount of sweetness you're getting per serving is super limited. And then of course you're going to throw on top blueberries at the end. But you want to freeze this first. And then you can either, some people like to eat it completely like frozen, or you can thaw it out a little bit and then top with your organic blueberries, you know, whatever you want to top it with. But I'm going to do organic blueberries. But this looks amazing. Look at that. That is beautiful. And yeah, the medjool dates, when they weren't in there at first, I was like, this tastes like shit. These people lying to me about their cheese and stuff. But no, this is actually a recipe I can get behind. This is really good. So, and easy. This is one of like the super 5-minute recipes. Look, you didn't even cook anything. All you used was your blender. And that is it. Look at that. So again, this is 6 servings. And it makes you that. You can do the muffin tins, but I kind of like doing it this way. And you don't bake it. That's literally it. Okay? And you can put this freeze for 2 to 3 hours. And then before serving, let it like thaw out 5 minutes. And then top with blueberries. There you go. Easy recipe.